Happy New Year to you as well. I hope everyone is into the new year safer and better than where they were in 2022. So, I know I said I wasn't going to touch the stadium builder mode anymore, but I started flirting with some ideas, okay? I started taking some personal time to research everything, look at more extensive pictures. I have not just pictures that I am looking at, I'm also looking at blueprints that I had, extensive photos um, as well as archive footage and photos, blueprints that I did not have access to before. So I have 81% memory. I'm sitting at 54K in regards to the crowd size. One thing in which I noticed upon looking at my previous Memorial Stadium builds is I was accurate in some aspects. I was inaccurate in some aspects. But I also thought I was more limited than what I really was. Okay? So here's the thing. Okay? This right here is an attempt to try and make the most closest accurate depiction of Memorial Stadium to date in MLB The Show. This also serves as a test blueprint that will be, if anyone wishes to counteract with this, if anyone wishes to work with this, to do in future versions of MLB The Show, they can do it. This, by far, is my most extensive project that I have done. The reason being is because when the season ended and I started making more accurate ballparks and I started honing in on my skill sets, I started to see what I was capable to pull off. And one of the things that I started understanding and researching is that most ballparks, as you see, are not solidly built on ground level. Memorial Stadium, for all intents and purposes, is not built that deep underground, but it is built underground to the point where it was dug inside of a hill. The original ballpark that was here, known as Municipal Stadium or Babe Ruth Memorial Stadium, Babe Ruth Memorial Stadium existed before this one. Okay, this stadium was built on that property. There are hills, there are ramps, there are levels on the land that is not as flat as I once thought it was. So, taking it upon myself to look at certain blueprints and diagrams, I have started to find something that there are curves in the ground, there are hills, there are ramps, and I am attempting to achieve all of that. The only way to do that is to build this stadium above ground level. Okay? I started doing some test builds to see what I could really dig into the ground, and now I am starting to go into some certain changes. So you're going to get one more build from me, and this is going to be my finest work yet. I already have the facade done. The facade is by far one of the most difficult ones because you have to measure it behind home plate. So hopefully I have that correct. I try to center it off as best as possible. So we have that set. The only thing which I have to do is to make these levels a little bit more visible to people. I already have the lower bowl reconstructed, and one thing you guys have seen that can be done is that you can add the bleachers to the outfield. It's possible. It can be done. It looks a little messy, but it will probably be cleaned up because the outfield to Memorial Stadium definitely had this type of structure to it. So I did clean this up a little bit. I try to make it as more cohesive as possible. I had to raise the upper deck, so when all this gets done, and it will be done shortly, it's going to probably be more accurate than what it is before. I know I probably have to raise this ramp level up just a tad bit, that bench level, the bleachers level, to try and get it to look as flush as I did over here, but that's coming. Um, yeah, it's possible. It can be achieved, and I intend on finishing this. So, guys, I did not have this plan, but MLB The Show 23 is probably going to be about 2-3 months away, so I cannot get rusty. Full-time work and everything means that my time is going to be limited in my processes. But um, this can be achieved, and I will get back to you guys when it's complete and when it's done.